Haunted places you should probably never visit. 1. The Tower of London. Location, London, England. The Tower of London is one of the most infamous landmarks in the world, with a reputation for bloodshed and betrayal that spans nearly 1,000 years. Originally built as a fortress and royal palace, it later became a prison and execution site for some of England's most high-profile figures. Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated wife of King Henry VIII, is said to haunt the grounds. Legend has it that her ghost, carrying her severed head, has been seen wandering the tower's chapel and corridors, a grim reminder of her beheading in 1536. But Anne isn't alone. There are tales of the princes in the tower, 2 young brothers who mysteriously disappeared, believed to have been murdered by their uncle, Richard III. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures near the bloody tower, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling sudden drops in temperature. Even guards stationed here have spoken of an unshakable sense of being watched, their hairs standing on end. With its history steeped in suffering and treachery, the tower remains one of the most haunted places in the world. 2. Château de Brissac. Location, Brissac, Quinsay, France. In the picturesque Loire Valley stands Château de Brissac, a magnificent structure with a dark and chilling past. Known as the tallest castle in France, it is also home to one of the country's most infamous ghosts, La Dame Verte, or the Green Lady. This spectral figure is said to be Charlotte de Brazy, an illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII. According to legend, Charlotte was brutally murdered by her husband after he discovered her affair with another man. Her restless spirit has roamed the castle ever since. Witnesses describe her terrifying appearance. Her face is hollow, with empty black sockets where her eyes once were. Guests and residents alike have reported hearing her eerie moans echoing through the halls, particularly at night. Some have even felt an unseen presence following them. Despite its beauty, the castle's atmosphere is said to be oppressive, leaving visitors unsettled long after they leave. Château de Brissac is a place where history and the paranormal collide, creating a chilling experience for anyone who dares to visit. 3. Aokigahara. Location, base of Mount Fuji, Japan. At the base of Mount Fuji lies Aokigahara, a dense and hauntingly quiet forest known as the Suicide Forest. Its reputation stems from the alarming number of suicides that have occurred there over the decades, earning it an eerie, almost supernatural status in Japan. The forest is so thick with vegetation that it's easy to get lost, and compasses and GPS devices often fail, adding to its mystique. Japanese folklore speaks of yurei, vengeful spirits of the dead, who are said to wander the forest, their cries of sorrow and anger heard by those who dare to enter. Many visitors report an overwhelming sense of despair, as if the forest itself absorbs and amplifies their darkest emotions. Strange sights are not uncommon. Discarded belongings, nooses hanging from trees, and even makeshift shrines created by grieving families. Some explorers claim to hear faint whispers calling their name, or the sound of footsteps behind them, only to turn and find no one there. Aokigahara is a place of sorrow, mystery, and a deep connection to the spirit world, making it one of the most unsettling locations in the world. 4. Poveglia Island. Location, Venice, Italy. Just a short distance from Venice lies Poveglia Island, often referred to as the Island of No Return. Its grim reputation dates back centuries, beginning with its use as a quarantine station for plague victims in the 18th century. Thousands were sent to Poveglia to die, their bodies burned in massive pits, and it's said that the soil of the island is mixed with human ash. But the darkness doesn't end there. In the 1920s, the island became home to an asylum where patients reported hearing screams and seeing ghostly figures. Legend tells of a doctor who performed inhumane experiments on the mentally ill before going mad himself and jumping from the island's bell tower. Though the tower's bell was removed long ago, locals claim they can still hear it ringing on quiet nights. Paranormal investigators who visit Poveglia often report a sense of unease, hearing disembodied voices, and even feeling as though they are being watched. Many believe the spirits of those who suffered here remain trapped, unable to find peace. Today, Poveglia is abandoned, but its haunted reputation lives on as one of the most terrifying places in the world. 5. Eastern State Penitentiary. Location: Philadelphia, USA. Opened in 1829, Eastern State Penitentiary was designed to reform criminals through strict solitary confinement, a practice that often drove inmates to madness. Over the years, it housed some of America's most dangerous criminals, including mobster Al Capone. However, its brutal conditions and countless deaths left an indelible mark. Today, the penitentiary is considered one of the most haunted places in the U.S. Visitors and staff report chilling encounters, including shadowy figures darting into empty cells, disembodied whispers, and anguished cries echoing through the stone halls. One of the most infamous areas is Cell Block 12, where people have seen full-bodied apparitions and heard unexplainable laughter. Another hotspot is Al Capone's cell, where the gangster reportedly claimed to hear ghostly voices tormenting him for his crimes. Paranormal investigators have captured eerie EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, and inexplicable cold spots throughout the prison. The crumbling walls and oppressive atmosphere make Eastern State not only a historical landmark, but also a place where the past refuses to stay buried. Would you visit any of these haunted places?